Okay, let me just pull up my slides. Okay, so can you guys see my slides? As you can see both my faces on the slide now, the live one, which is here, and my photo there. All right, so as a simple introduction for those of you who don't know me yet, so my name is Dr. Taufik, and I'm a medical doctor. I'm a general practitioner with special interest in anti-aging and men's health. And I've been doing anti-aging in terms of skincare and supplements for the last 12 years. And along the way, I've helped quite a few people to transform their health, their youthfulness, whether it's inside or out. Okay, so I want to share with you guys how best to do it, and not just externally but also internally. Okay, first question you have to ask is, why do we need to anti-age? Because sometimes people may say, isn't it natural? Isn't it natural to be older? Isn't it part of life that we grow older? You know, every year we celebrate our birthday, we're never gonna be younger. But why do we bother to anti-age? That's a big question that you want to ask here. So you can feel free to answer this question here in the chat, or you can go along and also answer it in your mind. But let me share with you some of the reasons why we need to anti-age. It's not just why I feel we need to anti-age, but it's actually the real reason why anti-aging is very important. Now, yes, Rusani says our health is our responsibility. And anti-aging here, I'm not just talking about looking young, but in terms of anti-aging internally, in terms of health. Because if you look at what happens to our body when we age, okay? So I want to show this slide. It could be a little bit, I don't know, a lot or detailed, but let me just focus on a few things here. So sometimes if you go to a nursing home, or you go to a place where there's a lot of older folks, maybe in the 17 and above, you tend to see a few common things, right? Okay, but these are the things that you look out for when our bodies start to age. So our brain start to decrease in size, and something that most of us notice, it reduces, it affects our mental function. Okay, so decrease in size, yes, but also our mental function also tend to reduce. Hearing, I think we also can see that the older we get, the hearing also not as good. Okay, of course the face have wrinkles and all that. Our lung capacity reduces, so we cannot be, sometimes stamina or endurance won't be as good as before. Our bones become less dense, so women usually get it first after 50, risk of osteoporosis, where when it's weaker, just a simple fall can cause your bone to fracture, right? And that can even cause more long-term side effects. And not to forget wear and tear. And for the urine, I think especially those above 50 may start to experience problem like difficulty to control. The bladder capacity is also smaller, and things like that. So there'll be issues relating to urine. Hair, no need to say. Some may go bald, some may grow gray hair. Eyesight, above 40, we start to age in terms of the eyesight, ability to see close objects. So we start to have a long-sightedness. Okay, skin becomes thinner and less elastic. Heart, the quality slows down. Don't forget our heart also related to the blood vessels. So our blood vessels may also have problems of thickening, and these blood vessels may also affect the brain, and this may result in heart problems or stroke. And that's what we also want to avoid. Reproductive system, so in terms of hormonal levels affected in terms of women and also men. Now, the thing is, aging does not happen overnight. Aging happens over a period of time. It doesn't mean like, okay, after 50, then pump, all stop or all go down. No. In fact, aging starts the moment we are all born. The moment we are born, aging starts. But only certain parts of the body start to age or decline after a certain age. But what we're seeing nowadays, if I don't know whether you notice, this process of aging are happening at a younger and younger age. So younger people are aging faster than before. And that is why anti-aging is a problem. So because of what's happening right now, so a lot of us are aging faster than we should. And that's a problem because we're looking at people who are dying earlier in their 30s, having chronic diseases in their 30s, and these are unheard of in the past. Our parents and our what do you call that? Our parents and also our grandparents generation, they live to a ripe old age, and nobody has all these issues when they were younger. So when you talk about the brain, the memory, reflexes, mental health, and risk of dementia. So mental health, as you can see, you already start to see is definitely higher amount of people with mental health issues compared to 10, 20 years ago. And the ones who are affected are the younger people. Okay, I mentioned about eyes, long-sightedness, cataracts, glaucoma. Of course, skin, wrinkles, sagginess, dark spots, dry skin. Don't forget metabolism. As we age, we also do not, we tend to gain fat. Some people say just by breathing, you gain weight. And loss of muscle. Even if you exercise a lot also, you still cannot gain the muscle. Don't forget you have your diabetes, your sugar, and your cholesterol as well. Bone and joints, osteoporosis, arthritis. I think a lot of people talking about knee pain, joint pain, this a lot of aches and pains, generally. So as we age, more and more parts of the body will suffer from pain. And I mentioned about hormones. So women, men, and more and more women are experiencing menopause where there's no more female hormones at a younger age. And of course, sexual health. So we talk about fertility, we talk about intimacy, all those things are affected at a younger age. And this is not just me saying it. It was published in the journal in 2017 that younger adults, there are more and more of them getting affected with diabetes, type 2 diabetes, which is usually a problem of the older age. And now it's affecting younger and younger people as the time goes by. Okay, so this is a really scary statistic. And not just that, Alzheimer or dementia. So in America, there's already more and more people with dementia. So this is something very scary. So dementia, if you are not familiar, the most common, what do you call that, symptom would be forgetfulness or easily irritable. And the worst part is the worst stage would be they don't even remember even their own family members. That's the worst stage. Okay. So I don't, after scaring everyone about how we age or how potentially we can age, then is it possible to anti-age? Is it all just something very scary that we can just watch and observe for it to happen? Or can we do something about it? Okay, so I want to, who here are fans of the Friends TV show? Or at least you've seen Friends before lah. Right, so I think most people in my generation and maybe slightly younger, slightly not so young, also know Friends, the TV series, right? They had the whole 10 seasons. So there was at least a span of 10 years, which at least you would have watched one season. And recently they had a reunion. And don't you, whether you watch the reunion or not, okay, but if you've seen photos, do you agree that the women actually age better than the men? If you see the photo here, like at least. And if you see the reunion, the real reunion, right, it's even more obvious. If you see the show when they came together, it's even more obvious because the women really look good, and the men, you wouldn't say that about them. You're just trying to say that. And they will. If you see the old photos, all of them look good. You agree? So it's not about genes because they all look good to begin with. They were all celebrities. But this is how they age, maybe based on different reasons, but you can see a good example right here. And they're not even, I mean, they're not really that old. There's potentially they can still remain young because the women can do it. And some of you may say, oh yeah lah, because they have Botox or facial treatment. Okay, the body, you cannot have Botox, right? So you can also see the women also take care of their bodies much better than the men. And there are real life people, these just some example, but you can find who are still very fit and healthy. Anybody want to guess how old she is? That was her photo with her daughter. And the small photo is her and her daughter now. Anybody want to guess how old she is? If you all don't know lah. If you know already, then no need to say. Anybody else? Farid says she's 70. FMF says 60s. Rosanna says 70. 86. Cannot be 86 lah. Wow. Rosanna says 50. 60 plus. But if I ask, your guess higher because I already assume she's old, right? But if you see her outside, would you call her 50 plus or not? I'm asking that. Does she look 50 plus even? How old does she look like? And I should ask that, right? Yeah, she look at least in her 40s, you know? And she got abs, eh? She got abs. All of us here are younger than her. And I don't think any of us, most of us don't have the abs that she has. She's already in her 70s. Yes, we have abs, no abs. So, and she also struggled with obesity and a lot of health issues before she made that transformation. So this is possible, right? So she's not a celebrity, but because of this transformation, she became sort of like a celebrity. So you can say, yeah, maybe celebrities have all the access to all the the best products, but what about normal people? She's one example. And we also have this example who's also been using this the same skincare and supplements as us. So this Mrs. Vera Waters and Benny Chung. So you can see in the 90s, that's what they look like. And in 2018, which was the last photo that we saw here, that's what they look like. And now, okay, no, I don't want to ask you all to guess lah. She's already in her 80s. Mrs. Vera Waters is in her 80s. And Benny Chung is 50s. I mean, if you think about it, would you like to look at least or look like them at the same age, and also be as active and be as healthy? Would you like that, right? So they don't just look young, but they also look healthy and they're very active and they are still contributing a lot to society. Okay, so I got a real life testimonial here. So I have to share because I don't want to be the one saying, okay, all these people are younger, but I'm not the one doing it. So this is a real life testimonial. So you have this 2016 photo, and I hope you are still happy with what I look like now. Inshallah, working towards looking younger and healthier. So this is possible. It is possible to anti-age. Okay. So never say impossible. And I'm not a celebrity. Maybe you can say, oh, because I'm a doctor, but the celebrity happens because of the products that I use. So the question is how to anti-age. So we do have certain products that can help you, but there are a lot of other things that will be very useful. I want to share with you guys before we go into the products as well. So first of all, sleep. So who here have 6 to 8 hours of sleep? Or who here don't have 6 to 8 hours of sleep? Lack of sleep can lead to heart disease, cancer, and enough sleep can help with weight loss. So sometimes if you feel you don't have enough sleep, then maybe that is affecting your weight loss, right? 12 hours sleep, Putra, I think too long. 6 to 8 hours. Too little, not good. Too long, also not good. Okay? It must be around that time. So how to have better sleep? Of course, sleep hygiene, avoid caffeine at night, reduce blue light before you sleep, which is all your devices. Have a nice ambience for you to sleep, and try to fix your sleeping hours and make it a habit. Okay, definitely possible. Next, okay, how to anti-age is number two, good diet and nutrition. We must have a balanced diet. You can't just be eating meat only. You can't just be eating carbo only. You can't just be eating vegetables only, although they are vegetarian. But I would say vegetables, balance in terms of all the nutrients like carbohydrates, protein, and fiber. All right. So don't forget, you also need to take your vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and you need to take a good amount of clean water, about 1.5 to 2 liters. So do take note because water makes up about 70% of our body. So if you don't have enough good quality water, it's definitely going to affect our health, right? And one of the best combination of vitamins, mineral, and antioxidants is our Life Pack and our Marine Omega supplement, which will proven to be anti-aging. And if you need, of course, if you want to drink good quality water, I recommend the Ecosphere water purifier because it is 99.999% filtration, and of course it tastes good. So it motivates you to drink more water, especially me. It motivates me to drink more water. At the same time, I get to save the earth because I don't use so much mineral water bottles because I don't drink from them. I know some of you don't. Yeah? Okay, so the next one is exercise. Who here exercise 3 to 5 times a week? You can either raise your hand, or you can say yes, or you can type one. If you exercise 3 to 5 times a week. If you exercise less than 3 times a week, you can put zero. It's okay because we're all humans. The most important step of change or transformation is awareness. First of all, you must be aware that you're not exercising enough. Then you can start to make the change. So the target is 3 to 5 times a week. You can focus on resistance training. Thanks, Zani, for the honesty. You can focus on resistance training, simple light exercises. Uh, it helps to reduce chronic diseases and maintain a healthy weight. And the key thing is, if you find it difficult to really go all out exercise, just stay active. Walking, long distance walking, that will be actually a very, very good start. Once you're good with that, then you can slowly increase the intensity. Yes, Mulyadi, just keep walking. So if you really, really have no time, you don't want to walk so far, later walking will take hours lah, and you get lost or whatever, you can just do 15 minutes at home, very short, simple, and effective. So there's no excuse. You can't say you have no time because we have 15 minutes and it's just at home. Okay? So don't even need equipment. If you can't do this, then I don't know what to say already. Do this 15 minutes 3 times a week at least. Yes, and less sitting because a lot of us, our job requires just sitting in front of the computer, especially now we're all working from home. Most of us are sitting because we are just using the computer, sitting or eating, sitting and eating. But right now when doing the presentation, I'm actually standing so that it'll be more effective and it will be nicer to stand. Okay, an example is Tabata, which is about 10 to 15 minutes. And another important component of anti-aging is maintain a healthy weight. Because when your weight is in an unhealthy or overweight range, or you have high body fat, it will affect your anti-aging or health efforts. Of course, you can say, but I don't have diabetes, I don't have blood pressure, I don't have chronic diseases, even though I'm overweight. Yes, that may be true, but you will be at a high risk of getting them if you do not change your weight. And you already have at a higher risk for a lot of other chronic diseases. So we do have a program that helps with maintaining a healthy weight through powerful supplements, simple eating plan, and an active lifestyle, which is called TNT. You can ask the friends who invite you here to find out more about this. So it is a clinically proven program for 90 days, and this is also featured in the physician desk reference. It's also featured in the physician desk reference, which is used by doctors for us to prescribe medicine. So this is the only weight management program in the physician's reference that we doctors can advise. Yes, Kak Saripah, indoor workout, no more excuse. Yes, just go. The most important is just go, stay active, and just, you know, get sweaty. And of course, we have real life testimonial for our TNIT program. We have Swahimi here, whose transformation also made him to be one of the top three finalists for TNIT Superstar. Mr. Azhar, who is already into his going to his 6th month of the program. And Nurul here, she took it 3 years ago, and she still maintained her weight. Can you see? And she only took it one time. And of course, Liana, looking good after taking it for a few years ago. Sadia, also maintaining very well, and also is very good for men with losing the tummy. Very hard to reduce. So TNIT is very not just effective but very safe. For almost, there's very few conditions that you cannot, that doesn't allow you to take this program. In fact, it's very safe for everyone. So if you have more questions about this, you can also ask the friends who invite you here. Another important part, which is currently affecting a lot of us, especially our mental health, is to be happy, which is easier said than done, right? Especially now with being stuck at home and then always changing the what call it, restrictions and all that. Sometimes you get affected mentally, and being happy is something that can be quite challenging for some of us. But it's very important because it boosts a lot of boosts a lot of hormones in your body that will boost your immunity, and being happy allow you to live longer. So you can be super fit, you can be super strict with your diet, you can be sleeping 6 to 8 hours a week, but if you're not happy, it's going to affect your health, definitely. So this is a very important component that some of us do forget. How to be happy? Exercise, meditation, and as the picture says, happiness is an inside job. Your happiness should not be tagged to a person, to a thing, or to something else. It must be coming from within. That means you must be happy because you want to be happy. You don't want to be happy because your spouse is happy. I'm happy. I'm not happy because my daughter not happy. I'm not happy because my colleagues not happy. No, don't. Or you're not happy because you don't have your dream house. You're not happy because you don't have money. Happiness is an inside job. No matter what you have or you don't have, no matter whether your friends or your family are happy or not, it's important that you do this first. Be happy yourself. And that is another lecture on its own, but just want to re-emphasize the importance of mental health and being positive and happy. Oh yeah, positive environment helps a lot, because if usually most workplaces can be a bit negative. They will tell you certain things, they will backstab you also, so not very positive environment. So in our environment, we're always talking about being healthy, being young, being happy. So it's a positive environment. It's very hard to find. Last but not least, okay, so this, I would say this would be, out of all the four, this would be the most effective and simple to do. Okay, but it's not easy. The science is not easy, but now with the technology, it's easy and simpler to do. We call it gene expression. That means we are talking about genes in the body that actually contributes to your aging. Okay, they are called youth gene clusters. And the scientists have found out that powerful ingredients can actually reset our genes and make them younger again, right? So this is something that is, of course, not easy for the scientists to know or find out. The science is quite complicated, but they have made it easy for all of us to have access to. And out of all these 5 ways of anti-aging, this is the easiest right now. Okay, so when we talk about, remember I talked about the gene expression science, right? it is not an easy process because they needed about 30 years of gene science, and combined with the scientists who are familiar with nutrition and supplementation to come up with this technology called ageLOC. And currently the company that we are partnering with has more than 75 world-class scientists, PhD scientists, and a powerful or world-class scientific advisory committee. So I can challenge you you can find any company that deals with supplements or even skincare, and no company can come close to the number of science or scientists that this company has. The company is called Nu Skin. So it is something that reassure me as a medical professional that it is not just effective, it is also proven and it's also safe. All these are very, very important factors before I can start using it on my own, my family members, and start to advocate to everyone else. So just a very simple idea about this human genome. So basically, after 20 years, 30 years worth of research, it's discovered that our human genome have 20,000+ genes, and it's made up of DNA and all that. So this is where the scientists start to understand how aging occurs. So I don't want to go too detail about this. But generally, most of other products, ingredients, or approach to anti-aging is on the left. They try to treat the signs of aging. So if there's a wrinkle, okay, let's reduce wrinkle. If there's diabetes, let's reduce sugar. If there's high blood pressure, let's reduce blood pressure. But ageLOC, okay, it's an approach where you identify and address the source of aging, the source of the problem, which is your gene expression signs. Your genes are the ones that influence how your body age. And when you target and address the source of aging, that's where you get true anti-aging inside out. So they have, so the scientists need to have a very extensive library of ingredients, and then use the filter. You know, now we have apps that have filter or camera filter, right? So they also use a filter to filter all these ingredients. We call it the ageLOC filter, and find out which ingredients actually help to make your body or your genes younger. So the scientists, the ingredient library is really so big that not many big companies have. At the same time, the ageLOC filter is where no company have, because the science takes 30 years to develop this ageLOC or anti-aging filter. Okay, so basically you have a gene chip. So they'll look it up and then they can see how the genes behave. So they can zoom in, because our genes, we have so many genes in just a very tiny piece of cell. So what ageLOC does is that, okay, so you see on the left side of the genes, right, it's called the desired gene expression. On the right side is the negative changes as we age. So what they did is they apply certain ingredients on the older genes, and then they will see which ingredients help to target the genes the most. So if you see here, number 1, number 2, 3, 4, and 5, which gene you see here are similar, the most similar to the gene expression on the most left, which is the younger gene expression. Maybe you can type your answer, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Thank you for the answer. Okay, so it's very obvious, right? 4. So in order to have all this done, right, that's why they need to have a lot of scientists. They also need to have a lot of knowledge and know-how. That is why no other company can mimic and imitate this process. It is not as easy as, okay, we have the same ingredients, here we have the same products. No. So this is something that even countries like China cannot imitate. China can imitate everything. Right now, right? Everything you buy on Shopee or Lazada, you can buy from China. It costs 1/10 of the price and it looks the same. But this you cannot, because the technology is really, really very, very advanced. They cannot copy this part. So one of the anti-aging supplements you're talking about is called the H-log R squared. Okay, so one of the things that happen as we age is we have reduced energy production, and we also have reduced cellular purification. That means the ability of our body to clear out the cells is less effective. So R square targets both. So they're able to identify, target, and promote the related gene expression for energy production and cellular purification, so that it will help you feel renewed and recharged, support overall vitality, you have support baseline energy levels, help cell remove toxic byproducts, and promote normal cellular function. In other words, you feel young. Okay, I don't know about you, but I don't know if you can remember how you feel 10 years ago. Imagine if you can feel like that again. And that's what H-log R square can do. Okay, then, yes, the other important anti-aging supplement is called H-log Y-span. So H-log R square was developed first, followed by H-log Y-span, which was developed around 2014. And H-log Y-span is the most advanced supplement, anti-aging supplement currently in the market. Okay, so the same concept again, when they have a healthy aging and they have typical aging, and when they put the ingredients of Y-span on the typical aging, it looks just like a healthy aging gene. Okay, so they did studies on antioxidant protection. So it proves that there's solid antioxidant protection. Next, they also have studies on the scanner study. So for those of you who already got the antioxidant scan done, so you can see your score will go up faster when you're on the H-log Y-span. And even on the skin. So it's the supplement that you take, but it actually improves your radiance, your texture, overall appearance, and firmness, and even elasticity when they use instrument to assess it. This is a study of what do you call that? Cellular damage, because every day our body, right, is exposed to damage, correct? Whether you are exposed to the sun, the pollution, whether you are exposed to stress, our cells are constantly being damaged every day, but our cells can recover. However, when you take Y-span, before Y-span, this is what happens when they apply ultraviolet ray, there is the amount of damage. But when a person who is on 2 months of Y-span, the damage is so much less and much more contained. So when you're taking Y-span, your body and your cells are also protected from damage. Okay, next, absorption and kinetic study. So they don't just give you the best products, they also will make sure that it is absorbed. Because no point that you, no point that you take all these powerful ingredients, but your body cannot absorb. So they did a lot of study to prove to you it is very well absorbed. And as you can see, these drops, right? That's why this ingredient, this Y-span, you're supposed to take twice a day. So that's why there's a lot of scientists, because there's also scientists to show you about how to absorb, how your body need to be absorbed the supplements. So if today you say, oh, we have the same ingredients, but we don't know whether your company have proven that it can be easily absorbed. And this is one of the most important studies that we have, because at least before Y-span was produced, there is very little or no products or ingredients that can improve brain function. I say again, our brain, right, is very plastic. Once we are born with it, it is pretty much the same amount of cells, but the cells become less and less and less and less as we age. So it's very difficult for this brain to improve in the function and at the cellular level. But this is one of the ingredients in the market that can do that, and it shows functional MRI testing that increases attention, memory, and error detection, and they also did tests that prove that it has improved memory, verbal fluency, and even mood. Mood. Remember, I was talking about one of the anti-aging effects is to be happy. Lifespan helps you to be happy at the cellular level because your happiness, yes, it's an inside job, right? It is taken care of by the brain. Okay, so lifespan does help with being happy, good mood. This is real, because we have so many people who are taking them and they are very happy. So together, they are called the ultimate anti-aging duo, or the short form is ultimate duo. So Lifespan and Elsewhere is the most powerful combination in terms of anti-aging currently in the world. And we're not just talking about looking young, but internally. So you imagine when you are, somebody who, whether you have cancer or you have, if you have stroke or you have just aging organs, right? You can't see inside. And sometimes you may not, most of the time, you may not even feel that your organs are aging or being damaged. By the time you realize, it's already too late. By the time you realize, you already been to the doctor and they already picked up something. So this supplement, it is not meant to treat, but because it allows the body to recover and become younger, we have seen a lot of amazing testimonials where people actually become younger and healthier. So it's not meant to treat. So definitely for those of you who are here, I know all of you are healthy right now. Alhamdulillah, inshallah. So this is the best time for you to start, and not just for yourself, but also your loved ones. So because today is a special day, right? Today is Father's Day, right? So this page is dedicated to all the fathers and also to the children who actually contributed to what do you call that? To anti-age their parents. So okay, let me. Is Mariam here? Mariam, are you here already? So that you can share about the.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, so before I invite you to share, thanks for joining in. So Mariam's dad, Mr. Abu Bakar, is on the top right, the man with the songkok, the white songkok.
Abdul Rahman.
It's astaghfirullah. Sorry, Abu Rahman. sorry. Yes, Abdul Rahman. Okay, so maybe Mariam, you can share how was his transformation when you started him on Ultimate Duo.
Okay. Assalamualaikum to all my fellow friends here. Thank you, Dr. Taufik and team, to give me the opportunity to share the testimonial of my dad. I hope my sharing will, benefit the one who joined in. Okay. My dad, just to share a bit, my dad had diabetic when he was 30 plus. Okay. Quite a very young age. So after so long of diabetic, he developed this chronic nerve pain. So at 60 plus, he has this nerve pain that he had, which terrible pain where, he runs a shop. Okay. So at the end of a day, he has this leg pain. So every night for a few years, either myself or my children or my mom will massage him to sleep, after subuh to sleep. So when I got to know about this supplement from my colleague, I told my dad, let's try this supplement. So, being typical Indian man, not very willing to try this supplement. So at that moment also, he was using walking stick. So I make a deal with him. I say, Pa, let's try for 2 months. If let's say it doesn't work, okay, I won't force you, to take the supplement. MashaAllah, Alhamdulillah, after taking for 6 weeks, his nerve pain gets better and better. Okay, and he's happier. And when you are in pain, you get more angry, you get irritating. But with the supplement, the pain improved by 80%. Not only that, after 6 months of using the supplement, okay, with a controlled diet that we go through with him, his chronic medication that he's on reduce.
Wow.
Yeah, it's reduced. So I will, you know, when I talk to him, I told Pa, there's no shortcut, because as you know, drugs will affect the kidney. Okay, if you don't do anything about now, you have more medicine. So I think you know, listening to me, and you know, sometimes you reach a stage where cannot do anything, because the nerve pain is quite irritating for him, because he was on these drugs, carbapenem, one tablet, if I'm not wrong, about $4 plus. I say he been taking that for 1 year, it doesn't improve. So after trying this supplement, mashallah, I'm very grateful with Allah, you know, easing his condition improve. His condition improved. He cut down many of his you know, medication. So honestly, you know, we've through many testimonials that I have from my auntie, my mom, even my mom, you know, he has chronic disease, you know, the whole package, uncontrolled diet from tablet to insulin. And he has abscess every month, you know, every month. I think he's expert to do his own dressing.
Wow.
So when I started on my dad, it improved on my dad, I started on my mom, okay? So no shortcut. I honestly find there's no shortcut with controlled diet, which is your sugar, carbohydrate is the main culprit, okay? We can prevent disease. So, you know, I feel very grateful because, you know, I can see they're happy, they're energetic, they, you know, they not, they used to be very tired, and you know it's aging, but you can't do anything. Okay, coming from a background of a nurse, you know, you feel very helpless. So with now, with the supplement that he's taking, now he's sharing the supplement, because you know he gets, because he is at the stall, you know, at the store he will come, you know, he will go to the stall at 11 and reach home about 12 to 1. So you know, the customer, Ji, apa Ji makan Ji? You look so young, you look so energetic. So he is very happy with the supplement. So yeah, so I'm very grateful from my colleague who shared the supplement, Dr. Taufik and the team. So can see that he is you know, aging gracefully, because that's the power of it. You have money, but you cannot buy the happiness of your parents. So I find it's a remarkable, amazing supplement, provided you control your diet, okay, control your sugar, carbohydrate. I strongly recommend everyone to try on it, at least try on it 6 months. With that, I thank you. I hope my sharing benefit the rest, the listener. Okay, thank you, Dr. Taufik, for giving me the opportunity to share with the rest of the team.
Thank you so much, Mariam. Wow, that was very short, sweet, and to the point. And Mariam is actually a healthcare professional as well, and she even mentioned that it's right. We are in the healthcare profession, but then we cannot do anything when we see our parents aging, because we cannot do anything until they get sick. Because when they get sick, then we can give medicine. So can you imagine how we feel when we have so much knowledge, experience, but yet we are helpless because we can't do anything to end the age. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, Sadia, are you here? Okay, if she's not ready yet. Okay, let me just show her. Okay, so so that Mr. Abdul Rahman on the top right. So the top left is Mr. Osman, who's Sadia's father.
Hi, I'm here.
Okay. Just nice. So you can see at 52 years old and 65 years old, Mr. Osman actually looks so much better, healthier as well. And that's about 13 years difference, you know. So this is aging gracefully. So maybe I want to invite Sadia to share about the father's transformation.
Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. Okay, thanks Dr. Taufik for giving me this opportunity. Okay, my dad, basically he's an active person to start with. He was diagnosed with diabetes and also high cholesterol at that age, around 52 around there. So basically, he doesn't know on about how to control his diet. His favorite things to do is to enjoy life and eat together with family. So our practice is actually we have hang out every weekend, and I think it's a common thing that we usually do, right? This part of our enjoyment life. So apparently he was diagnosed at moment. He's a bit down, but to him it's like I think it's normal because at this age everybody gets this kind of condition. So I think it's not right. Okay, so ever since then I have spoken to him about to control the sugar level, which is not easy. So it takes a bit a longer period because for him to see that it's a bit danger. So after some time when the medication was already, to start with a minimum dose, then it escalate up to a high dose. Before he didn't have any insulin throughout lah. So what happened is that he realized that getting more medication actually makes him more sick, which he doesn't like it because he knows that he being an active person who at young age usually he runs a long distance, he cycle for a long distance. So he has some limitations. He finds that this actually affecting due to his medical condition. So it's actually a repeating of sharing to him until actually this lifetime, I start off for my mom because at the time she had diagnosed with breast cancer stage 4. So ever since for her period, that moment, then I shared to him that, and even for himself, he could see the difference in my mom. So he started to start for himself and agreed to make a change. And first of all, to share with you all that his cytokine level usually will range about 13 to 15. He ever went the sugar level. So it's a bit difficult to get even at a single digit. So after a period of time, we realized that we tried a random check again. Then his sugar level so far have reached down to 4 to 6.
Wow.
So it's like it's an achievement. So to him, like, is this real or not? So yes, it's real. And even now, he even say to me that, hey, I can't munch so much. Like usual, we will have a gathering still, but he can't eat as per usual. He can't munch so much and at the same time hang out and talk and chat. He can't do that. And on top of that, he able to do cycle from a distance from like Bedok to Punggol, then back to Bedok again.
Wow.
And he able to go for running for long distance, for 5 kilometers. He able to do brisk walk for long distance. So he feels that it's really an achievement at this age. I'm able to do it. And he even shared this to his friends because he finds that his friends having a bit of limitation. So he feels that this is something important for people at this age to realize that, I mean, it's not too late to start because you haven't reached a certain extent, right? But you have to make a change at this moment, at this period of time, this point of time. So this is what he always shared to his friends. And I find that it's very important because from here also it affects like what you say about positive moods also. He has this some positivity also in him because when he gets more healthier, he has more confidence and he feels confident on himself. He finds that there's no limitations. He can do a lot of activities without any limits. He finds that he's still a young man. That's what he feels.
That's real anti-aging. It's priceless, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much for your sharing, Sadia. Give you a big applause. Thank you. So it's so apt that today's Father's Day and we get to hear 2 daughters who help their fathers. I would say that's the best gift because usually Father's Day we buy a gift, we buy food, but can we buy health for our fathers or even our parents and our loved ones? So this is the best way to buy health for them. Okay, let me just go back to the slide very quick. Okay, so I won't be sharing about the other 2 fathers because that's my father. As you can see, just very briefly, how he actually become younger and healthier and happier. This is real. He is happier as well, instead other than just healthier. It's just 3 years. And 2018, that's when he just had a stroke. And in 3 years, he really transformed on the positively. And that's Sharon's father, who also had a few health issues, and now he's very happy and also very healthy. Then I want to, before I wrap up, I want to invite another Sharon. So because we already talked about maybe men in their 60s and and you might think, oh, it's only for older folks, but we also have young people who also have benefited from Ultimate Duo. And I want to invite Azahar to share. Okay, Azahar, are you here? Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I thought you were drowning. Okay, you okay?
Assalamualaikum, good evening, everybody.
Azahar, thank you.
Yes, Dr. Taufik, I need to share screen.
Okay, hold on. Mr. Azhar is a teacher, so he's very professional. Everything he shares must have slides and things like that. So hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, can you all see my slides?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. All right. Today I'm given the opportunity to share about my TR90 and Ultimate Duo experience. Last week, I shared a little bit about what I did for TR90, what I underwent for TR90, and today's session, I'm going to include something on what happened to me when I took Ultimate Duo. And I've taken both of these TR90 and Ultimate Duo for about 5 months. Starting from end of December till mid-June. So I'm still undergoing 90 and Ultimate Duo experience at this moment of time, 20. And this is how I look like now. Okay, so you see quite a lot of difference. The double chin become more angular like in terms of how I look like. Oh, by the way, I'm 44. I'm 44, turning 45 this year.
Wow.
Say again?
Last time you look
okay. So let's continue. Okay. Okay. So why start on the TR90 and the Ultimate Duo? Okay. So basically, of course, my age is about 44, right? And then I'm definitely undergoing the aging process. Plus, I'm also obese. So it's a double whammy issue. Okay. And with that, the reason why I started on both this program is due to the fact that I was diagnosed with chronic diseases during my annual health screening. What are the diseases I was referring to would be high blood pressure. I have high blood pressure. I have high cholesterol level. I also have fatty liver issues and also declining testosterone level. Okay, so these are some of the chronic diseases that I already have. And because of this, I have to take medication as prescribed by my GP. And because of all these coming into my life, okay, there are also fear of other medical issues because I'm also pre-diabetic, okay, highly disposed to diabetes. I'm also scared of stroke, heart attack, and then I do have a family history of dementia and Parkinson's disease. And I'm also scared of, possible male sexual issues that I may face in the future. Okay, so what have I tried to lose weight and look younger? Okay, basically, I've taken weight loss medication. Okay, so this is prescribed by the GP and also purchased from the pharmacy. And that includes appetite suppressor, lipid blocker, carbohydrate blockers, and all that. I've gone through slimming programs. I paid thousands of dollars on it. And I went for massages, went for all kinds of equipment that are put on my body just to make sure that I lose weight, but it didn't work. Diet and exercise. I also went through intermittent fasting. I went for no carbs diet, keto diet, and also personal trainer with the gym. Okay, but there are changes in the weight, but not as much. And after a while, I will gain back again if I don't continue. Okay. So what I had to do when I embarked on the TR90 and the Ultimate Duo. So basically, there's a simple daily diet plan. I'm sure some of our friends here will be able to tell you more about it. regular exercise, active movement of about only 30 minutes a day or on alternate days, as long as we move actively, and a regular consumption of supplements. And this regular consumption of supplements is very, very important, because this is the extra help that I really need, because I've done diets, I've done regular exercise, but this will be the extra X factor that actually helped me. Okay, and this will actually enhance and speed up the process, okay, of my weight loss and also anti-aging process. Okay, so just to show some data, I did an experiment on myself to find out the data that to track exactly what happened to my body weight. So I actually started with TR90 earlier. Only 1.5 months later, I started on the Ultimate Duo. And in the 5 months that I've gone through these both programs, you can see that there is a drop in my weight from day 1 to day 87 and until day 150. You can see that there's a considerable change in the body weight, and have lost about 20 kilograms plus.
Wow. Well done.
Yeah, and then in terms of BMI, because body weight decreases and my height don't decrease, right? So you can see that initially I'm grossly overweight. My BMI is really 37.9. It dropped to 32.9 and all the way down to 30.2.
Nice.
Yes, that's the BMI. And my body fat, you can see that actually out of my I initially started with 108 kilograms, and 42 kilograms of the 108 were actually body fat. And after 3 months, I dropped it to about almost 10 kilograms. And then after that, dropped to, I can't see the number, to 26.8.
That's about 16 kilograms of fat loss. Well done, well done. Amazing. Okay, we're losing a bit. Azahar, you there? Your reception a bit on or off.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, are you there?
Hello. Okay, I'm here. Can you hear?
Okay, can continue the visceral fat now.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the visceral fat. So after 90 days, okay, or rather 87 days, it dropped in skeletal muscle, as in TR90 and also in Ultimate Duo. Key thing is about increasing muscle mass. What you can see here is that my muscle mass has increased from 24.9 to 29.1%. So this clearly shows that this product is really helping me not only to lose fat, but also to increase my skeletal muscle. And my body age, initially with 108 kilograms, my body age is equivalent man of 71 years old. And then after that, with Ultimate Duo, where I took 1.5 hours and in 90 days, there's still so much more that I have to lose, so that I will have a body age that is equivalent to my actual age. Okay, so I will continue to go on this program. Okay, well, with all these dropping body
Azahar, we're losing you.
Sorry.
Hello.
I'm losing.
Yeah, the results are too shocking. I think the internet cannot take it. Maybe you can move on to the next slide. Just move on to the next slide. Oh, he left. Okay. I think the internet. Hello, Azahar?
Hello, I'm back.
Okay. So you want to continue?
So I will just quickly continue.
Yeah.
So my actually improve in terms of my cholesterol level and because sometimes we weigh body fats and all that, but internally what actually has happened, I think that's very important. I need to look at it again. And then in terms of the indicators of fatty liver, it has also decreased considerably, and I'm very happy with this because after taking TR90 and also Ultimate Duo, my indicators of possible getting gout has also decreased as well. Okay. And what are the benefits of TR90 and Ultimate Duo, as you can see earlier on? Okay, so there's weight loss. Definitely, I look younger, feel younger, and of course, can fit into smaller clothes sizes. Yeah. And at this moment, there's less dependent on medication. My GP has reduced my medication and towards no medication, and this has reversed that we have. Yeah, in only 5 months. And food intake, knowing exactly the food group to eat and also the appropriate. Okay, so my advice to all of you here who are have yet to try out TR90 and also Ultimate Duo, my advice, please do something for yourself and don't wait. Okay. And lastly, don't be cynical and critical, but believe and embark on this remarkable journey because you have heard from me. I've gone through it. I'm sure you can do it as well. Yeah. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Azhar. Thank you so much for the sharing. Oh, I got a question. Is it available in Malaysia? Yes, it's available in Malaysia, even in Indonesia as well. So you can ask the person who invited you. Azhar, thank you so much. To summarize, right? Because we lost a bit of there during the reception. Basically, through the TR90 Ultimate Duo process, he has seen improvement in his liver enzymes, which was also reflected due to the fatty liver. He see improvement in his cholesterol levels that the doctor even managed to cut down his cholesterol level, cholesterol medicine even more. Eventually, we are aiming to stop the medication soon. His blood pressure also now become normal already, and the doctor actually can stop lah, but the doctor a bit more cautious, so he just cut down even more. But I'm very certain the next round can stop already because it is very normal already. And also reduction in the markers for gout, uric acid. So in just 5 months, okay, in just 5 months, there's a lot of transformation that happened. I mean, medically, for all this to happen in 5 months, it is really, really amazing. It's very hard for anyone to see transformation in such a short time. So this is a true, real transformation. Ultimate Duo and TR90 is really the best combination. Okay, all right. So let me wrap up. Okay, thanks again for all the sharers. Really, really amazing, truly amazing. And you know, not just that, not just the fathers, not just individual, but also have families to transform with with Ultimate Duo, like Suhaida and Ari's family, and then my sister Roziani and Jasmani's family. And now let's have some Q&A. Anybody has any questions to ask before I proceed? Anyone? Whether it's medical question about the products, question about the process. You can switch on your microphone and ask, or you can type in the chat. It's the best time to ask. No need to pay consultation. Huh? No questions? If no questions, then I can wrap up already.
Doctor, in Singapore, where can we get the product?
Okay. Mr. Arifin, who invited you for the talk, for the session?
Kamalia, my sister.
So, who's your sister, sorry?
Kamalia Abdullah.
Okay. So anybody here knows who invited? Anybody here knows Kamalia? Who invited Mr. Arifin? If not, Mr. Arifin, if not, I can contact you directly. But I'm not sure whether anybody here invited the sister. Anybody? If not, I can advise you how to get the products.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, any more question? I got one more question. Okay, Mira asked me, has there been any circumstances where this product does not yield any results? Okay, so far, definitely the Ultimate Duo, we have results. It is without a doubt because scientifically it will work. It is proven to work. With regards to the weight loss, if there are instances where it doesn't work because the person does not follow the program, it is not very difficult to follow. Some people just maybe decide to stop, stop using the supplements or stop following the simple eating plan for various reasons lah. So a majority who follow definitely can see the results positively. You just be a good student, follow your consultant. Inshallah, you will see results, especially Ultimate Duo. Alia asked any side effects we should know. Okay, generally the supplements have no side effects. Only when you first starting, possibly because maybe if you're not used to eating supplements, right? You may have maybe a bit of, you feel a bit of bloatedness or a bit like the supplements to come out or something, but that's only initially. If you learn how to take the supplements properly, you should be fine. And only a few people experience this. Generally, those are the only known side effects, which is not even bad lah. Yeah, so no need to worry. Another question is, can it help someone who's having liver failure? Inshallah, it can, but I also need to see what is the cause of a liver failure, what is the stage of a liver failure, how bad is the liver failure, because if it's really, really end stage means the liver totally has no function at all. So it's a little bit hard, if I could say, it could reverse lah, because these are supplements not supposed to treat. But well, definitely whatever that you're taking, it will definitely help to improve and optimize the health of all the other organs. Okay. Putra asks, is it advisable to mix if we also drink waist tonic? My advice is, do not drink waist tonic. Don't waste your money on waist tonic. That's my advice, because not good, won't work. Okay, 70% working, still got chance for the fatty liver or liver failure. I would say just go for it. It's worth a try, unless you have any allergies or any contraindication to the ingredients. Okay.
Doctor,
yes.
how about if we take other supplement? Can we take together with your supplement also?
Okay, so the consultant will go through your supplements, and then I can advise whether, or the consultant can advise whether you can take together or you don't have to take anymore, because maybe it might be the same, or maybe you may not need the supplement. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Another question is, should we go for full medical checkup before taking this? It's good if you want to go for full medical checkup, especially if you're above 40, it's advisable to go for full health screening if you have not done so. Then you can see the progress after 3 to 6 months. Okay, any more questions? Yeah,
Doctor, how about my age is 74. Can I use the supplement?
yes, inshallah, you will definitely see the results a lot. So it is safe for any age, as long as you want to have improvement in your health.
Thank you.
Okay. Another question is, somebody asked whether take the duo and the weight loss together or separate. So you can take together, you can take separately. Doesn't matter. If you are okay to take together, you are okay to swallow more, go ahead. Go ahead and just take both. Yeah. Any more questions? Okay, so if I will go on to, yes, the next question is how much? How much? The question is how much to transform your health? Okay, so I ask you, how much do you pay for home renovation? Some people or most people actually go through renovation twice for their homes. First time they move, and then after living for 10 years or so, okay, they renovate again. If I ask you how much you pay for renovation, what's the average price for your house, for your house renovation? Usually people pay about, depends on how much renovation you do, at least 10,000, right? At least lah, at least. Depends on how nice you want to make it, right? Okay, $60. I don't know what, or 60K, 60K, yes. 60K. Correct. If you're very old, you need, yeah. So if your body is very old, you might need a lot of renovation. Another question, I got another question. Is it wise to take this although I don't have any ailments at the moment? Yes, the supplements are actually to be taken when you're healthy. That's the best, because so that you don't get sick. So supplements are there to optimize your health. It is not meant to reverse diseases, but then because it works so well, the diseases actually become improved. Yes. So when you renovate your house, it costs 40 to 60K. It's not cheap. So my question to you is, how much would you pay to transform your health? If you do organ transplant, it's about 100,000. If you do for stomach surgery, for weight loss, it's about 10 to 15,000. So today we are actually not talking about this kind of amount. The actual price of the Ultimate Duo, the Wisepay and Elsewhere, is 2,972 for 6 months supply. So, or if you are taking for 2 people, maybe you and your husband or you and your spouse, 2 people, that will be, you get 3 months supply. But now the current promotion price is $2,080, and you get 7 months supply. Plus, you get a free life pack. Remember, you need the multivitamin and minerals. You also get a free life pack. So this is the promotion price right now. It is only for this week only. It's ending soon, so you must grab it fast before it ends. And if you have credit card, you can also pay by installment, which is only 347 or 174. If you take together with the TR90, is about 2120, so there's about 4,200, and there's about 350 or 700 a month only for installment. So if you compare to how much you want to renovate your house and how much you have to pay for all this, transplant or surgery, it's very, very cheap, and it lasts a long time. So this is a wonderful health transformation. Yeah, if compared to surgery, this is very affordable and definitely more worth your money, because prevention is better than cure. Yes, Kak Julie, inshallah, you will see good results. And just be a good student and continue to take the Ultimate Duo. Okay, anyone else? Any more questions before I end the session tonight? Yes, must avoid any surgery at all costs if possible. So, you got no more questions? So I really urge everyone to quickly grab the promotion for the Ultimate Duo, which is ending this week. So contact the friend who invited you, okay, and quickly grab the promotion before it gets sold out. Okay, any more questions before we end off? No, okay. So before we end, I want to thank again for all the sharers, Mariam, Sadia, and Azahar, for sharing their fathers and their Azhar's own transformation story that can help and benefit more people here. We all want to see more and more people transform their health and can continue to help more people around them. Okay, thanks again, and I see you guys again soon. Have a great week again. And all right, stay safe and take care. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
you.